Okay. What did we do last? Okay, right! Okay, we went after, Mage Girl, and then we saw, like, a forest of trees in the waterfall, and, there was, like, a glasses guy, and then there was, like, a tired guy. That's all I remember. It's been a bit. We're gonna catch up. A group of people is amiably chatting outside the Stitch and Seam. You can go in. We were waiting for our clothes to be pressed. Thank you. I forgot we were choosing. The head seamstress does not seem to be nearby, so you take the opportunity to look around. Anelia is in her usual spot on the floor, hunched over her sewing. The fabric she's working with is black. I thought the shop didn't do stuff for the guilds. Welcome back again. She follows your line of she follows the line of your gaze. Ah, that's not for a guild. Poor girl lost her mother and didn't have a mourning veil. Oh, it's terrible. Learned of it yesterday, but apparently it's been some days. They didn't even find a body. She'll have to attend a mass funeral. Oh no! I think that was the cult. Give her your condolences. She'll appreciate it. When she sees you approach, Anelia puts down the needles and dons her gloves. Oh! Anelia is the one with the veil shawl. So your mother sacrificed herself to make me. I'm sorry. I don't know how to tell you this. Black shawl on her lap is almost done, and it's embroidered with grape wines and wheat. Anelia, I'm so sorry. Her eyes swell with tears. I told you, right? How I hadn't heard from her in so long? One of the guards came to me and they didn't find her, but she had left a message on her pillow, and if only I had gone to visit her sooner. I'm sure the Lady at Dusk welcomed her with open arms. Amelia nods. How cold of the whisper, how cold of the mother to ignore the tears that overflow her daughter's cheeks. Once they dry, Amelia looks at Silas and you. Is Miss Marinette not with you today? She was, busy. Oh yeah, she got in trouble for putting out a fire. That's what it was. I remember shit. All stuff. Very important. You wish, to ask Anelia about the heirlooms of her house, the proof of her lineage, but it is hardly appropriate. After giving her your condolences, once more, you leave the workshop. I feel bad for her, but hey, once she feels better, she can sell that pretty shawl for a lot of coin. I don't think she intends to sell it. Maybe if I ask really nicely. Silas, do you need a morning shawl? Why don't you ask her if she can make one for you? She's going to say no. But ask her yourself. Why don't you ask her if she can make one for you too? She's not going to put her family crest on a shawl for me, and that's where the value comes from. She's going to say no. Probably. Her ma cared about the lost title. I think she would have wanted Anelia to keep something with the family crest. Wait. Yeah? Did you recognize her family crest? Yeah, it's from House Castaldon. Castaldon? Castledon. Hey, Link! Welcome on in. Congrats on second. How you doing? How was power washing? He's still alive? Better not be live. You better be focusing on your stream. You're still alive. Yeah, it's from why are you making that face? Bleh. How do you know? Well, when you deal with the items that change hands very often, it's handy to know what is legit and what is not. So if I were to tell you that we need to recover one of the heirlooms of her house, no way. I'm serious. Why? You don't have a good explanation for her. One she would like, without the dead whispering to you. Trust me. This is kind of my specialty, so I'm in. We're thieving! But first things first, it's dinner time. Bum 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 bum. You've been to the roads enough times so that you know the way. Nice, you're getting used to the city. Ian is quieter than usual. Instead of playing, Alphion is talking with 2 other minstrels. I haven't picked up my salary today. We'll go with something less fancy. You order, and I'll join you in a while. Titties! Ah!
Albion. Hello, Albion. I love you. I love you, pretty man.
You make your way to Alphion, who winks at the 2 performers before turning towards you. Greetings.
Hello, Daddy. God damn.
I love him. I'm normal about him. Smile. Hello, good evening. And smile. Are you scared of me? I don't bite, I promise. Unless you're into that. He graces you with a handsome smile. How have you been? Simple, simply grand. Ah, and here I was being worried about your meddling with your humors. Aside from you looking more alive, I don't feel any more changes. You haven't had much progress on the whole the dead speak to me, have you? I have, but what the voice wants goes against the wishes of the living. My oh my, that doesn't sound pleasant. If there's anybody who can understand your struggles, it's Alphion, who overcame them much the same. I'd be happy to lend you my ear. 2 heads are better than 1.
Okay, I trust him.
How did you know that by helping Silas I'd awaken one of the voices? I didn't. Mine was called a gut feeling. If he says so, you tell him about Anelia, about the relief she felt upon losing her title, and how her mother is telling you to disregard her wishes to make her a noble again. That sounds terribly complicated. I was hoping you would have some advice for me. Well, I don't. Much for 2 heads being better than 1. The voices that were guiding me never really asked me to do anything worth questioning. Were the tasks he assigned too easy, or are his morals loose? I think they're very loose. Give me a second. I gotta, blow my nose. I'm congested for some fucking reason.
I'm back.
Morals are ironclad. How did you know what I was thinking? It was plain on your face. Anyway, I do have a piece of, not advice per se, but a tidbit of knowledge that I could share with you since I went through all this before. You know what happens once you satisfy one of the souls bound to you? Not quite. Appease them, so it might sever the bonds that keep them tied to this world, and they'll become yours to... He searches for the correct term. It was give the Monster Hunter Wilds. Hey, Joe! How far are you into Monster Hunter Wilds, and how much sleep have you lost on? Huh? How's it going? Also, hi, Pumpkin. How are you? How you doing? Happy Monday. He searches for the correct term. Soon. Devour? Eat? Make yours, in a sense. Don't make that face. They wanted this in life and still wish for it in death. Tired, how are you? I'm vibing. It's my first day back after my little vacation, so I had to get back in the swing of things at my job. But I hung out, I chilled, I vibed, doing great. Okay, so first we listen. Okay, we listen and we don't judge. Joe. I'm listening. It's Tuesday and Mondays are never happy. Oh right, that is true. You're in the future. But no. At least Monday is past for you. You made it past Monday, the worst day of them all. Glad your vacation was good. Yeah, it was delightful. Nice little break. I got some sun. I got to, touch grass for a little bit. The grass was very important. You didn't answer my question, though. How much... Actually, you know what? I can figure this out on my own, without your assistance. Let me look at my friends. View my friends list. Who playing it right now, Joe? Wait, let me view your profile. Joe. Joe, that's a lot of hours. Joe, that's a lot of hours. That's a lot of hours, buddy. I won't put your ass on blast publicly, but I am looking. You little shit. Okay. Jingle jangle. They want to be consumed by you. Why else would they have offered their lives in exchange for yours? Could you not keep your voice down? Nobody's paying attention, but you're right. Oh, his eyes glowed. Why were his eyes glowing? I saw those eyes glowing. He's just a little guy. We don't have to make excuses for him. He's a little guy who's a grown man and a taxpayer. But you know what? I'm glad you're having fun, Joe. That's the most important thing. If you're having fun, that's okay. Where was I? Right. The souls are what strengthens you. If you refuse their bidding, I think they'll disperse, returning the power to the Abyss instead of giving it to you. If I get Abyss power. Sure know a lot about the topic for someone who can't give advice about it. How powerful are you if you never refuse them? It means I need to free them and consume them. You don't sound too sure. How powerful are you? Maybe. So I've seen the end credits! The game's already done?! Be the low rank final fight, currently in high rank and ahead of all my friends so I can help them get to high rank. How have you finished the story mode? How long was the story? How powerful are you if you never refused them? Me? I'm a harmless little minstrel. I'm not made for power. So you say, yet I hardly believe you. You sound just like Atri. Name sounds familiar. Is she not the admiral honored in the square in her name? With a square in her name? So credits roll, the real game starts. Really? That'll make sense. Everything is open. Oh. So how many monsters do you kill roughly before the credits roll? What's your body count? Did I just mention Atri? Oops. Did you not meet him by her statue? Not that Atri. Not the Admiral, right? No, it is her. Centuries old, centuries stubborn, with a penchant for nagging. You've seen her already, I believe. Clears his throat and begins imitating her voice. I don't need to look fancy, Alphion, she told me some time ago. So I warned her, you're going to scare people if your skin keeps splitting as you talk. Hey yo, yeah. Hey yo, what's your body count, Monster Hunter? How many monsters have you slain? So be it, was her reply. Guess what? That following day, Atri threw herself in the canal to save someone. Back on dry land, the poor thing she had rescued was so terrified of her, he jumped back in the water to escape. And that's what convinced her to get that dark hood she wears all the time. Oh, Atri's the hero lady. I did want to tell her I was right all along, but she looked plenty pissed off on her own. Fight with her often, that was quite the story. You seem to enjoy the sound of your own voice. I would have told her. You like your own voice, don't you, buddy? You seem to enjoy the sound of your own voice. It's with the job, I'm afraid. The curse of a beautiful voice. Fuck! Oh, he's confident. God damn it. 20 before end credits. Found 7 more, and that's not all of them. Damn! They've gotten Mal interested in Monster Hunter. Yeah! Get Mal into it. She would like it. I think she would. I have to consider maybe playing Monster Hunter. I gotta get through my backlog first. Or at least, like, I keep, like, pushing on Discord where I'm like, I want to play this game. I want to play that game. And then come the end of the month, I've only tackled, like, 1 out of the 5 suggested. So, we gotta cut through our stuff. I'm trying to figure out why my CPU is, like, running. It's not hot. But yeah, let's go. It's good. Friend is looking for you, by the way. He waves at Silas. Josie, do you know him? The Monster Hunter Rise and World to go on sale a lot. See, I have Monster Hunter World. I have it on the PS4. I've never finished it to this day. Have not played Rise. But yeah. I gotta get maybe a crew or something. Open world games, like, I need a pal. Play through those, I'll help you. Oh, I have a pal! Tuesday Monster Hunters. Are you just gonna become a Monster Hunter streamer, Joe? Is that what's gonna happen? Do we gotta rebrand you entirely again? I can rebrand you again if you want. I'm down. Well, first off, we gotta get through Virtue's Last Reward. I want to get through the entire Zero's Escape trilogy. But definitely something we can consider. Oh, he's so excited. Oh, look at him. He's bouncing up and down with joy. So Jover. Can I fuck the monster? That's what I want to know. Not quite, not yet. Dare I say I'd love for that to change. Well, good luck with tonight's performance. She puts her hand on your shoulders and pushes you away. Sorry about that, but I'm running low on funds. I can't cover his dinner, and I'll be really sad if I have to share any of my stew. Oh, he's so happy. Look at him. Ride the monster and Rise. I knew you could mount monsters in World. I remember mounting them. We have a little yeehaw ride. Yeehaw rodeo. You didn't find a table, so you eat by the counter. Do you think the miss is alright? I hope so. Lady of Dawn ate her. Okay, so I'm sold on Silas and Alpheon as my romance options. We know I'm gonna go for the man with the massive honkers and the penchant for bad ideas. I do love a big titty man. When you make your way to the safe house, every small sound makes you alert. The band of ruffians of last time is nowhere to be found. Maybe the miss will send you a letter. Perhaps she can't. You both retire for the night. Uneasy thoughts keep you awake. Renee, whether which satisfy the voice or not, the grief you say struck a chord with you. If this leans toward Alpheon, then maybe this one? Definitely Yeehaw Ride and Rise. Probably more in Rise than World. I knew you could mount them in World, because I remember doing the mounts and grind. I guess it's more of like necessity, I guess. Reinstating Anelia as a noble require her cooperation. And you're not sure she would do that willingly. You don't know how long you stay awake, and eventually your limbs and eyelids grow heavy, and you drift off into a dreamless sleep. Good night. Morning comes without the words of the abyss to guide you. Wakey wakey. When you open your eyes, Silas is looming over you with a smile. Let's go to the well.
Okay.
There's a commotion at the small square with the wash basin. The door to the one of the houses is wide open. You can hear weeping from within. Several people are going in and out. Some of them wear robes similar to Brother Matthias, the dark red stole instead of the yellow he dons. The Lady of Dusk guides their step. The priest carries someone out in a cot. A sheet has been laid over the body to cover it, and it bears old blood stains. Murdered. I recognize that lady. Oh! She points at the woman staggering out the doorstep to give a final look at the body being carried away. She said her husband was, like, sick or something, right? You recognize her as well. You heard her loudly complain about a family member having a violent coughing fits. This is hard to watch. Thank you for the lurk, Joe! Enjoy your mon hunting! Smooch a monster for me! Pretty please! I gotta blow my nose again, though. Sec. I love having allergies. They're the best. Hiya, Ben. How are you? Happy Monday. This is hard to watch. You quickly refresh yourself and head back to the safe house. Did I hallucinate you wanting to find the heirlooms of House Casteldon, or... You did not. I need to find them. And then what? Hopefully Nelia will agree to bring her house back. I don't know yet what I'll do with them. Seamstress will get her noble title back. I'll ask the seamstress what she wants. We'll give her her title back. She get money, she get house, she get title. The seamstress will get her noble title back. Silas looks at you, mouth agape. Wait, you're going to the trouble of getting your hands on an heirloom to give it away? You nod. I don't think she'll want to do that. An heirloom with a house crest is worth a lot of coin. A lot. Getting your hands on it probably means... She wiggles her fingers. Which happens to be something I'm good at, and you probably aren't. So, why not resell it, and then we can split the profits? How dare you? It's not ours to sell. Or to steal, but that's what we're going to do anyway. Do we have to steal the heirloom? Well, we first need to know what we're looking for. A plate, a pin, a dagger. Once we know that, we'll need to learn who has it. If it's for sale somewhere, we can buy it. Well, the miss could. Since she's not here, we'll have to get clever. Nelia said that her mother sold the last heirloom some months ago. Lady sounded like the type to have a house crest on display when she strutted out. I'm thinking a pin or a necklace or earrings, something that can be worn. Or would we find something like shadows float like specks of dust in front of your eyes? Oh, hello! Magic! The Hand of Piety. It's not the only pawn shop around, but it is one of the only ones that wouldn't ask questions. We could start there. Silas turns towards the door. It's kind of a good thing that the miss isn't with us. Huh. I don't think she'd like my methods. You're worried about her? Well, the safe house belongs to her. Let's take the Southern Bridge today. There's a grocer nearby that I can visit to get us breakfast. Bread. Breakfast bread. The alleys of the heart are a far cry from its sun-drenched streets. Silas doesn't mind the stench, and the guide guides you through a string of them as you reach your destination much faster until you spot a figure clad in rags leaning against the wall. Hey, it's the crazy grandma. Prince Atri, the centuries-old admiral, an envoy like Alpheon and you. So she is an envoy. What's she doing, you wonder, dressed like a vagrant and covered in boils and scars? Approach her. Atri? You speak softly to shield Silas from the truth. So that blabbermouth managed to keep a secret for a grand total of 3 days. I like her. She's sassy. It might be a new record for him. He approaches you. Now that you know, allow me. She bites her thumb and fresh blood spills out. What the? Looks like she wants to touch your forehead with her bloodied finger. Yeah, no, we're gonna allow her to do this. I'm not gonna fight her. Despite her rough skin, her touch is gentle and smears some of your blood on your forehead, and for a moment your vision clouds, drowned by shadows. When you touch your forehead, you don't feel any blood. Huh. See you around. What the fuck? What did she do to you? What just happened? I have no idea. You did not even ask Atri about the voices. Perhaps you should meet her alone. That you show up and I go from seeing Grandma once a year to seeing her twice in the same night. You shrug. Oh well. What is a Senite? Log? No. Status? No. 4? Codex. I really wish this was in alphabetical order. Oh god. What's a Senite? Never gonna know, am I? I'm not gonna know. Fuck!
Hi people! How are you? Happy Monday.
The Hand of Piety isn't far, and you begin to recognize the streets and their quirks. The plants that flank a doorstep, and the wobbly blinds that hang on rusted hinges, chipped paint that reminds you of a wing. Scylla scratches her nose when you enter the pawn shop. I always feel the need to sneeze when I enter.
Don't you throw people! That's my people! Oh, hot damn, he's in a regular shirt! Fuck, I forgot about Malik!
Good morning. Oh, looking sharp. Now that he's not wearing that robe anymore, you can see more of the design on his forearm, half swallowed by a rolled up sleeve of his shirt. Thank you. It should be enough to have the guild whip stop breathing down my neck, even if the dupe is not ready. You need anything? We do. He's happy to put the rag in his hands away. The last heirloom in House Castledon recently left the hands of the matron lady. Any chance it was sold here? How recently are we talking about? Months, unspecified amount. Malik throws a glance towards the counter, still drowned in documents. I did need a reason to go through that pile. You do that, and I'll look around for something with the family crest.
Aw, man, he's making us do fucking paperwork. He's shitting me. Don't steal my son! Ow! I got distracted, my son's being stolen. People, it's okay, I'll protect you. No eat the people. Also, hiya Jay, how you doing? God damn, 38 stars. I really gotta do, like, the shop thing I was gonna do for the star redeems. It's like, I want to give people a reason for the stars. I'm gonna figure it out. And I was like, you know, maybe art redeem or like VIP if I have enough badges. I don't know. I'll just figure that out. Bouncing around between streams. Yeah, I'm like lurking in a couple of bingies because like there's a few of them that are live right now. Am I stuttering? Huh, I'm moving slow. Hold on a sec. That don't look right. I'm like paranoid. Why am I moving slow? Testing my movements. I think I'm moving okay. What do you think? I think I'm moving okay. I'm a little nervous about it. Easy shouldn't be stuttering. Maybe I'll have to like allocate stuff. Playing a visual novel feels like an EO since the last caught one of your streams. Glad to catch one now. Yeah, it's been a bit. I hope you've been okay. It's great to see you again. Yeah, we are playing a visual novel. We started this on Valentine's, so we're very... I've only done one stream with it. I played the demo a long time ago. It was sponsored by the devs, Brasco Dev, the DevWorks. They're very delightful. But yeah, I've been wanting to play this one for a bit. And I thought, dating sim on Valentine's Day will be great. And then we finish up Dishonored. And then we finish up Dishonored. So I'm like, okay, well, we'll play this for a little bit. Go through a route. Yeah. But yeah. I think I'm moving okay. I'm like paranoid. I like see out the corner of my eye. But you would let me know if something was wrong, right? Okay. Okay. You did that, and I'll look around for something with the family crest. Oh, I'm going with Malik.
Let's do this.
Yeah!
I don't believe it'd be appropriate for you to go through the documents.
Oh, he's so proper. His eyes lock with
But
yours.
who am I to deny you?
It's decided then. Malik takes a loose page from the pile and shows it to you. The handwriting is shaky and dots of ink mark the edges. He puts that aside to take one from the bottom of the pile. Same handwriting is much clearer.
The papers explain themselves, really. If you'll excuse me for a moment.
So pretty. I love him. E.
His voice is strained. He raises the drape by the counter and disappears into the concealed hallway. Oh, I'm going after him. Hey, buddy. You want to talk about it? When you pull the drape aside, you see him sit on the floor with his back against the wall. Oh, how the shadows lap at his weeping eyes, how they fester in the crevices of his tightly
Grasped hands. Right, he inherited this because his parents died, right? You approach him. He sobs. I'll wait for him to speak.
There's a difference of 2 months between the oldest paper and the most recent.
He takes a shaky breath.
And you saw my father's handwriting. How steep must his decline have been? How sudden.
Oh. You sit next to him.
I wish I could have seen him. And Mother as well. One last time. It would have broken my heart. Yet it would have had less than this ranting regret.
Oh, he's pained.
I know mine is a fool's wish. I could have never made it in time.
He placed a hand on his shoulder.
I wonder if they thought of me when they...
He attempts to smile, then mutters something in a foreign tongue. Malik unrolls one of his sleeves to dry his tears.
Look scorch my heart, to melt away the bitter grief. That's the translation.
Shuluk? Invoking the name gives Malik strength. His tears stop, and he spends some minutes in silence, lost in contemplation.
Thank you.
I didn't do anything.
You did.
I did. Yippee!
He stands and offers you his hand. Of course I'm taking it. You take it, and he helps you stand as well.
I can't say I'm thrilled to see my father's decline through the records, but they are in desperate need of sorting.
After a while, Silas approaches you with a yawn. Tell me you found something. Guess not. These records only go so far. You have older ones. Search those. I suppose I could close early and do that. Why close early? They're kept in the attic, and I'd rather not move them too much. Being real helpful for a guy we only saw 2 times. Why? The first friendly faces I've seen since my return. The guild whip doesn't count. I could help you look. Much appreciated. You could come back after I close. I'll see you soon then. Yippee! We're gonna go hang out. Want to see if you managed to go from here to the temple by yourself. Shouldn't be too hard. You look at the citadel perched atop the city, and sees all, watches all, and yet those inside do not. What's the plot of this game? Oh, right. So we, on the left with the black hair, we were born from the abyss. Basically, we woke up covered in blood as a cult sacrificed themselves for our creation, and we are listening to the noises from the abyss. I can think how to describe this properly. We're not supposed to exist. We got magical powers. But there are other people like us. They're called envoys. Alpheon is one of them, one of the love interests that we have here, but we're basically just trying to live. There's a subtle plot. We haven't really discovered it too terribly much, but we're just trying to live our new life. We were rescued by Silas on our right, and another woman, Marinée, who is part of a mages guild. She's got magical powers, and basically... Oh, that's right, we were somebody before this. The body belonged to somebody. We don't know who our body belonged to before we inhabited it. But right now we're just trying to get our footing and trying to just discover life. But yeah. And then we could smooch somebody. So many smooching options. But yeah, that's all I got so far. I'm not describing it really well, but I really do enjoy it. Yeah. Had a hiccup. Also, we know how to read and write, so we have a part-time job at a church where we read people's notes, and one of the notes that we got was a woman whose infant son was taken, and basically the baby is definitely dead because the letter said he had your brother's eyes. So that wasn't great. That woman had a mental breakdown in the church. Oops.
You pass the house that was burned down yesterday's blaze. The smell of smoke still lingers. If only the mist could see you now, getting used to real life. What do you mean? She was all about fate this and fate that, but fate doesn't feed you. The mundane has encroached upon most of your day, but that hasn't stripped you of your powers or your purpose. Bring forth the darkest hour, destroy the false sun, said the abyss. That's our goal. We gotta destroy a false sun. Are we killing a god? It is very interesting. Like, the world building in this is, like, very intriguing. Very fantasy. Fate spins its web in strange ways. My time is yet to come. Don't go speaking like the mist now. Once you reach a temple, Silas wishes you a farewell. Well, I'll see you in the evening. See you later. The day is quiet, the messages and letters mundane, all save for one. Hello, sailor. Hey, you write as well? I do. You take a sheet of rough paper from under the counter. I need you to write this. The dream is the same every night. You wet the quill in the ink and begin transcribing his words. It has 4 eyes, wings, and a crown made of teeth. Oh. Slimy like algae, yet its talons are sharp as an eagle's. Smash. The description of his dream doesn't make much sense, but you don't comment on that. It speaks, but I can't hear it. When I wake up, my eyes are filled with tears, and the sight of the sea makes me weep with longing. He scratches his arm. That's it. Don't write the rest. Quite a dream you're having. Damn nightmare's been plaguing me for days. Hope this is not a waste of time. The address is to... bloody hells, I can't believe I'm doing this. To the Lady of Dreams. I mean... stealing paper from someone who might actually need it. Oh, no. Fuck you. What is it you're actually doing? What a name. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna judge him. Listen, get your venting how you gotta get it. He rolls up the message, tucks a coin inside, and walks away, the picture of misguided hope. As the bells toll, the day comes to an end. Oh yeah, I forgot about this little guy here, Brother Mattia. Here's what you made today. Brother Mattia hands you some coins. The Lady of Dawn smiles upon you for coming so often. There are no volunteers aside from me. Brother, what happened to the desperate lady you helped me with? You heard of the Lady of Dreams. Ooh. I'm not gonna ask about the lady who had a mental breakdown. Is that a new moniker for the Lady of Dusk? I don't believe so. You tell him about the strange message you crafted for the sailor. I should probably report that to my superiors, but it sounds harmless so far. Don't be a narc. Please let me know if more people come to you about this Lady of Dreams. You wish Brother Mattia a good evening and grab your cloak and leave the temple. Silas is nowhere to be found. Miss? Ooh. Well-dressed young man approaches you. The old scar next to his eye catches your attention, and then you notice one on his lips. It's in the same place as Silas's. Silas has a message for you, something about a last-minute commitment in the evening? Are you a friend of hers? You could call me that, yes. She suggests you go to the pawn shop and help the owner, whatever that might mean.
Malik! I can see Malik?
Thank you for letting me know. His eyebrows bow in acknowledgement, and he leaves with the rapier bobbing on his hip. Why do Silas and him have matching scars? Cult? Could be in a cult.